Yo!
What up?
Welcome to another episode of Stay Real with Mike and Tom.
T-O.
M. So,
With or without the M.
true. It works both ways. It really does.
Yeah.
It's quite versatile.
All about it.
So, how's your week? How's your week been?
Been okay. Keeping busy, basically still kind of recovering from the weekend, the Metallica weekend, because,
We're going to get into that,
party
by
like
the
we
way.
used to.
No.
Yeah, so
Give it a
it
hell
takes
of
me
a
a couple
shot,
days
though.
to recuperate, but it was fun. It was well worth it. Well worth it.
I'm sure I saw some video from it. It's pretty cool. So we're going to talk about that. But I think we're going to start off with what the heck's been going on in the world for, the past couple days and since we talked to you last. So I think it's time for This Week in Bullshit.
Man, this some more bullshit.
Now here's the news.
All right, everybody. Now,
Nice guy, Eddie.
Look at this, dude. The oldest goldfish ever is so old it's turning silver. His scales. They got
That's
a picture of him.
fucking hilarious.
43 years old. That means he's not that much younger than us, actually.
They're calling him a silver daddy.
He's got a dad bod.
Ah!
He's 43 years old. The average lifespan is 10 to 15, dude. 10 to 15 years. And he's 43.
That's
He
a
only eats
grandpa
organic,
buck
that's
right
why.
there.
He only eats organic fish. Food. Oh, man, that's crazy. But look at him, dude. I think that's an actual... It almost looks like he's dying, actually. When you see a fish at the bottom, they're not healthy, dude. They're not taking on the world.
He looks like his sperm is tired.
Yeah, you need some more behind him to push him ahead or something. All right. Woman suffers fatal water intoxication after drinking 2 liters in 20 minutes. Now listen, why? Why would you even do that? That happened on that radio show. What was it? Not Opie. It wasn't Opie and Anthony. It was another radio show where they had a contest for like a Nintendo Wii or something. I don't remember what one it was, but it was for a Nintendo system, and they you had to drink water. I don't remember how often, but you first one to go to the bathroom lost. So this woman won and held it, and she died. She died from water intoxication.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she died. Yeah.
For a freaking Nintendo Wii?
Yeah, man. I'll bring up the article, but yeah, I don't have it right now. But
I died for a Nintendo Wii.
Does that really surprise you, though, dude? Does it really?
I mean, it's embarrassing when you're sitting there, with next to Beetlejuice in the freaking afterlife, and they're like, "So, what'd you die from?" I jumped on a landmine to save my platoon. What'd you die from? Drinking too much water to try to win a Nintendo Wii.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
They're gonna be like, "Please don't sit me next to this motherfucker the rest of eternity, moron."
Well, in case you meet her in the afterlife ever, dude, her name is Ashley Summers. She was celebrating. This was the 4th of July. This happened at Lake Freeman in Indiana when she started feeling really dehydrated. She eventually got a bad headache and was drinking a lot of water. She ended up consuming 16-ounce bottles of water in 20 minutes. Oh my gosh.
Ashley, I drink like it's always summers. That's freaking
terrible.
Stupid.
Severe brain inflammation after drinking too much water. And that just goes to show you, dude, anything in excess is no good. Anything. That is something you 100% need to live and survive, yet you can still die from it. And not even being dunked in it. Doing the act of that you need to do to survive. Drinking. It's crazy.
Bring only what you need to survive. It's my industrial strength hair dryer, and I can't live without it. Sorry, I had to do it.
Yeah, well, dude, I was there with you. Look at this one, dude. Woman under investigation after serving deadly mushrooms to former in-laws.
Oh, snap. Whoa.
2 weeks ago, Erin Patterson, a 40-year-old woman from Australia, Melbourne, invited her ex-husband's parents to her house for lunch. She had her ex had reportedly split on amicable terms. So they had a friendly relationship. She arrived with another couple. The meal was uneventful, but a few hours later, the two elderly couples started complaining about gastrointestinal problems. After midnight, the symptoms had become so severe they were taken to the hospital in Melbourne. Unfortunately, they passed away, dude. And one of them still fighting.
Oh, you going to prison, bitch.
Oh. She done. She done.
You going to jail, girl. Bye.
I wish you could have tried to pull
girl, bye.
Oh, I didn't know what kind of mushrooms they were. No, you knew. You didn't get them
I started a garden this week. How was I supposed to know?
Exactly. Oh, dude. Israeli restaurant serves chocolate ice cream in the most disgusting way possible. What way do you think it is? Before I scroll down, what do you think it is?
Most disgusting way possible?
Yeah. Chocolate ice cream. Remember, it is chocolate ice cream, and you're going to eat it. What would be unappealing to you?
A toilet?
Dude, this is why I love you, man. Look at that. Look at that.
Piece of shit. What the?
Not even like a small, like little dish toilet. Dude, that's a full-on total Bemis toilet right there.
That's
a full-on toilet.
Bemis toilet.
And look, he's scooping it, dude. They didn't even put nuts in it, like chunks of nuts.
Oh, man.
I wouldn't eat it. That's not mine, dude. Dude, and look at this. Look at this. Dude, they tear his house down. They charge him.
No way. 68 grand.
Oh, I'm sorry. We tore your house down. That's all right. It's just going to cost you $6,000 to $8,000. No big deal.
Give me the 6,000 to 8,000, Gus.
Imagine that, dude. Imagine they've come.
Sorry about that.
Imagine Guts was like the head of the I don't know what division that would be. That would go to there from the city. But he would be the head of it. He'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry about that. I didn't know. But it had an open sign in the front.
There was a 1 in front of your number.
But it was open with customers in it. I thought that it was closed. I'm sorry. How about to make up for it, you pay me $68,000?
Because now I got to get rid of all that shit.
I got to get rid of it, though. But you did it. I know, but it's
I got to do what I got to do, motherfucker. If you're into that kind of thing.
Now, the next article is actually something Goods would have done. Boy allows himself to be bitten by Black Widow to become Spider-Man.
Yeah, but if you got bit by a Black Widow, wouldn't you think you'd turn into Black Widow and start speaking Russian?
I guess, yeah, you would think, so right?
But it's got to be a radioactive spider, you dumb son of a bitch.
Well, look. First, he was
an 8-year-old Bolivian boy, so we'll give him some We'll give him a little slack. Maybe, he accidentally had a little bit of cocaine in his, Wheaties that morning, and
or maybe his
straight
parents
up
are a little
Andes
touched.
Mountains.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Never
who
know.
knows? You never know, man.
It was in Bolivia.
Yeah, bro. We like cocaine straight from Bolivia. Raw, I'm gonna give it to you with no trivia. Yeah, dude, you never know, man. Who knows?
No, you don't.
That kid was missing a couple brain cells.
More than a couple.
So
probably.
wait, but that's the thing. You can't die from a black widow, but it'll leave a giant hole in your flesh. No.
You're gonna have issues. It's gonna suck.
Black widows do look pretty cool, though.
Yeah, they look cool on pictures. You don't want to see
be radioactive.
I've seen him up close, dude. You don't want to see him up close. It's nice seeing him like that.
Yeah, I'd rather see him from far away.
Exactly. Yo,
with a blowtorch.
The slowest official 100-meter ever. He's like, look, I ain't ready for this, but I'm going to go in Guinness anyway. I'm going to get in that book. Either way. Where the Land Cruiser drives. Underwater. Dude, a Land Cruiser went underwater. Check it out. And it drove.
It's a Russian submersible. It's a Japanese submersible. Wow, how did it do that? That's pretty dope.
A group of car enthusiasts in 1978 Land Cruiser. Let's see. Amador Beach.
It's like it could drop on the land or underwater, Gus. So well, it's amphibian.
It was electric.
It's like an amphibian.
Dubbed.
It's electric.
The mud boogie woogie oogie. This was the mud crab. Yo, it's one of them mud crabs. You ever caught one of them in the river?
And it's an amphibian.
It's one of them andronians.
Well, yeah, that makes sense though because of the battery with the electric. What's it called? Elon said that Teslas are kind of waterproof because of the battery compartment is like so
well insulated. That makes sense to me.
Until it catches on fire. Until it catches on fire, then you're fucked.
Or you got to replace the battery.
Yeah, that too.
I wish they let you hear this. Woman shatters world record with 107 decimal burp.
It's attractive.
I wonder if they let you hear it. Oh, dude, they let you hear it. Is it? Oh my gosh.
What did she drink? That's what I want.
Oh my. Do they have the...
It's an orc. She sounds like an orc.
Like an orc? Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Fighting. She sounds like my fighting Burukai.
A little bit, dude. A little bit.
It's like, yo, who do you serve? Saruman.
Oh. Damn.
Oh.
Survives and spending 90 minutes. Dude, I don't know how that crocodile let you sit in its mouth for 90 minutes. It didn't twirl and tear your arm off. Or wherever. Where was she attacked?
Damn.
Where to grab her? Grabbed her leg and dragged her into the water.
Damn!
Shows the brave
drag her underwater?
Dude, there's viral footage, dude.
Oh,
she is. Look, dude.
Oh! Yo, fuck all of that, Guts.
Look at that, dude. It's literally underneath the water of her head right there. It's that thing holding her leg, dude, in its mouth. But the water was
That's
just
crazy.
not high enough where her head
above water. Yeah. Holy shit. So it's probably waiting for her to bleed out and then just be like, finish the job, drag her under.
I don't know. Usually they twirl you and like beat the crap out of you. Like this one's just like, I'm gonna hold this one. I'm gonna have like a toy. You know, it's weird that it would just want to sit with her. That's crazy. I don't want to play the thing, but that's insane.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I think
is that the crook?
That's the crook.
Is that a crook? A crocodile?
Speaking of that, there's a video of the crocodile hunter with a snake, and it bites him on his face, and then it happened to his son. Same thing, like recently, like because his son is older now, bit him on the face the same way. I saw a video where it was like both of them side by side. I was like, wow. I mean, you mess with, you play animal games, you win animal prizes. So, you know what I mean?
That's right.
But anyway,
as you can see, on this graph, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Exactly. And if you now, if you're at 0 and you don't fuck around, you see that you will never find out.
Find out.
And that was This Week in Bullshit.
Man, this some more bullshit.
Now here's the news.
All right.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah. All right. So, exciting stuff we talked about at the beginning of the podcast. Tom went to go see a 2-day event of Metallica. Metallica. Why don't you tell us about it, dude? Take it away.
Well, yeah, we were talking about, like back my high school, I went to see Pantera a whole bunch of times, so I was really psyched to see Pantera open up for Metallica. I haven't seen Metallica since the Black Album tour, so 94 or something like that. I was somewhere around when I got out of high school. So seeing Pantera open up for them, I was like, oh my God, I got to see this. This is going to be ridiculous. And it would have been nice to get there early enough to see Eddie Van Halen's kid too, but the problem is...
Wolfie?
Yeah, Wolfie would have been nice, man. Wolfie's freaking good as fuck. So I was like, oh man, this would be awesome. Got my freaking Stronger Than All Vulgar Display of Power shirt on. My boy gets to my house, and I'm like, dude, we'll just drive up there. We'll probably park at American Dream Mall across the street, and walk over, or we'll just go to some place around there, or just go in the parking lot. I don't care at this point. We pull up, and as soon as we're not like a half mile away, and you start seeing the traffic already backed way the hell up. So automatically I go into panic mode, and I'm like, oh, there's got to be another route. I go to another route. Moral of the story is just be patient. If you're patient, the door will open up to you. So I was not patient, and it cost me because I went around, got to a back entrance that we usually is open for Jet games. After sitting online and not going anywhere for a good 20 minutes, I was like, fuck this. Got off, made a U-turn just to find out the thing is completely roped off. There's no signage. There's no cop. There's nobody working for the stadium saying, everyone go. It's not open. It's not open. Keep going. Keep going. They just let you sit there, and you're like, what the hell? Why am I not moving? So I said, fuck it. I turned around, parked in a restaurant parking lot that I knew would be open late. And then we were going to walk over, and some dude picked us up. He's like, dude, give me $20. I'll drive you to the front right now. And we're like, yeah, but it's backed up everywhere. Like, so, no, it's not anymore. And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me, dude. Seriously? So we walk in, and they're breaking down Pantera's freaking stage. So,
wow. Yeah, man.
Now, the thing that sucks is, too, my sister told me weeks and weeks ago, dude, they're playing Camden in the middle of the week. It's worth it. They're headlining. You should come down. We'll drive. She's in Central Jersey, so, like, you can crash here, go to work the next day. It's worth it, bro. Come on, it's Pantera. I'm like, yeah, but I'll see him with Metallica. So I passed on it.
Yeah.
Now I'm hurting. So I'm like, I missed it, but I'm sure they'll come around again. But moving on to Metallica, gotta say, freaking Hetfield just turned 60. Unbelievable. Dude is in ridiculous shape. He looks unbelievable. He looks better than he ever did in his 20s. The dude he looks unbelievable. He's so taking care of himself. He looks better than most 40-year-olds. So, and
yeah, he went through some shit. He went through some shit. He's doing well. He went through some shit again.
Oh, he's with what? Well, I don't remember what it was though.
With alcohol and stuff. He went
really?
A couple of years ago. Yeah. And he's doing well now. He's doing real good. He went rehab.
Oh yeah, you could tell.
Years ago.
You could tell. I mean, it's good he doesn't drink no more. I certainly was.
Yeah.
I did all the drinking for freaking James that day. I'll make up for Hetfield's lack of booze. But yeah, so we're in there. They open up a creeping death. They had these screens. If anyone sees the videos
I'll bring
on
up
YouTube or whatever.
Here you go. You can maybe tell us what this picture is. I don't.
All right, so that's see the color scheme on the screens. That's the last song of the night, which the first night of Friday night, Master of Puppets, because that's the Stranger Things motif. So they had to end with Master of Puppets. Dude, there were so many little kids there. It was so awesome. I saw many long-haired little... Dude, I saw so many long-haired little metalheads that came up to, like, barely my chest height wearing frickin' Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning shirts. I'm like, that's what's up, dude. With their dads there, and I'm just like, this is so fucking cool. There's hope for the future that there's actually some kind of music out there that people be like, yo, you could listen to Metallica's new record, and it kind of is one of their best records in recent memory. It kind of harkens back to the Black Album days, and I like that because I feel like that was their last album that I really was into a lot, besides Garage Inc., which was, mostly covers, which, the old Garage Days Revisited, plus Whiskey in the Jar, which is, like, in my opinion, best cover, probably one of the best covers I've ever heard in my entire life. You listen to the original Thin Lizzy version, and then you listen to Metallica's version, there's no comparison. That was, like, very folky when Thin Lizzy did it. Metallica made it their own, and it is the most fucking dopest song ever. But it's pretty dope that it's an old Irish, folk song. It's not even really Thin Lizzy's song, even.
I just got a little pissed at him, dude, with the Garage Days things when they kind of put, what's his name's face, Newsted's face over Cliff's and stuff, and then they did shit like that. That was, like, shitty.
Well, yeah, I do remember that vaguely, but I remember Garage Inc., the cover was just a picture of them. Like, in black and white with Newsted.
Yeah.
But the original Garage Days Revisited, with The Wait and Helpless, like that Crash Course in Brain Surgery, that was a great freaking album.
Absolutely.
Like, that was our EP. I used to play the hell out of Garage Days Revisited.
Yeah, dude, that cassette was getting burnt up, man.
Helpless, The Wait, so good, so good. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know, man. The first night, that was the first night.
One, dude.
This is Seek and Destroy. This was Seek and Destroy. This was the first night also. Yeah, that was pretty dope. They opened up a Creeping Death. Seek and Destroy was towards the end. They ended with Master Puppets. The Sunday night, we got in early. We saw Five Finger Death Punch. They were fucking awesome.
Yeah, Five Finger Death Punch is good, dude.
Dude, I've never seen them live. Awesome band. Awesome. But, like, for the future, I really decided if I'm going to see another MetLife show, I'm doing I'm going to just buy a drink at the bar on the first level if I really want to hear a band, and I need to chill there for at least half the concert if I really want to hear the band. If I want to go to my seats after, like, halfway through, I will. But it's like, to really hear the band perfectly, you got to be on the first level. Because when you're up there, you're getting so much echo. You're getting a lot of echo, and you kind of miss on some stuff. Like, it sounds a little muddy up there. When you're down on the first level, man, it's like, bro, you're right in front of the speakers, and you get everything. There's no echo. There's no too much reverb. Up the top, I feel like I lost a lot of that. Lost a lot of Metallica stuff. Like Metallica's bootleg videos that I've seen that are on YouTube. I don't know if they're taken down yet, but one dude did phenomenal recordings of it. And I was like, oh, wow. Like, I didn't hear it as clear up there. Like, you could hear they messed up here and there, but it was very little. They really didn't fuck up a lot. And I didn't even know this was the first date of the tour.
Yeah, it was the opening thing, yeah.
Yeah, because they started in Jersey. They're from,
Yep.
the Bay Area in Cali, but they started in Old Bridge when they were sleeping on some dude's floor who basically was helping finance them when they had like no money. They were starting with Mega Force Records. And that was like they had like no money. They were broke as fuck. And of all places, they were in Old Bridge, fucking New Jersey off of Route 9, which is crazy. That's like 5 minutes from my sister's house, which is crazy. And that the origin of that's when Mustaine was still in the band. So it's like the origins of thrash started in New Jersey in a weird way, which is pretty amazing. Like it makes you really like look back and go, God damn, man! Like
you want to
these
hear
guys
something
changed
crazy?
The world. They really changed music and changed the world. Yeah, well,
I agree. So you know this area. So remember where Riverside Patterson? I don't know if anybody from Jersey will know what I'm talking about, or anybody who's been there. Where Riverside Patterson, you go over the bridge into Hawthorne.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Now if you go again, I'm having a brain fart of the roads, but if you go over the bridge and make a left at the light, take that road past like the fields, like the baseball fields on the left. You remember? Okay. You're keep
going into Hawthorne?
Yeah, you're going towards Prospect Park.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. When you go past, it's like it's before you got over by where the International Bakery used to be over there. I don't know if it's still there, but there was a bakery before you got over to that other light where there was that little tiny metal bridge. Remember that little tiny metal bridge you would go over?
Oh, yeah.
Before that, there was all kinds of restaurants there and stuff. And a little before that, when you're over by the fields and stuff, there was these warehouses. Before you got before it merged onto Goffle Road. Remember how you could go on the Goffle Road?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's warehouses there. Overkill used to jam there when they first started out in studios there.
Yeah, Overkill played, dude. So Overkill played on a freaking stage. I didn't even know, dude. The kid from high school messaged me, and he's just like, "Oh, dude, Overkill's going on at 4 p.m." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "What? 4 p.m.?" Like, yeah, they're going on. They're going on, dude. I'm like, "You got to be kidding me!" They're going on at some stage in the freaking parking lot, and I'm like, "I didn't know this shit. Like nobody knew this. I didn't know this." Dude, it was an other stage, bro. It wasn't inside. It was some. And
you had no idea? You had no idea there was another stage?
I had no idea. But dude, it was so hot on Sunday. Friday when we went, it was like we were worried about it being rainy, and it wasn't good. I was afraid it was going to rain, so I wore freaking hiking boots, and I walked like 18 miles that day. And it's like it was a good workout. My legs were pretty sore the next day, but. Yeah. Going up to the 300s to the nosebleeds in hiking boots, running up and down to the bathroom and to get drinks and whatever. Yeah, it put a working on me. But it never rained. But freaking Sunday, bro, it was so blaring hot. The sun was blaring. There was no clouds. You were just gonna get cooked. Oh. And my boy got here, and I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna go sit there in the hot sun in the parking lot or whatever, just dying. And buying, $13 beers for fucking 20 hours. Like,
they would make the money off.
That's a long day. That's a long day, and I gotta go to work tomorrow. Like I had to be at work real early too. I had to be at work at like 6 in the morning, 6:30 on Monday morning. So I stopped drinking. At Sunday, I stopped drinking. We went in. I think I had one drink in the beginning, and that was it. And I just drank water. Yeah. But
smart.
So I was all right. I bounced back okay, but then the second night they played like they don't repeat any songs, so it was like they opened with Whiplash, bro.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, they opened with Whiplash, dude. I was like,
crazy.
Me and my boy bet they were gonna open with Wherever I May Roam because I was like, that sounds like a perfect song to open with. But now Whiplash of all songs, I was like, wow, that was dope.
Nice.
But yeah, bro. Sometimes I felt like the sound was a little off. I don't know, but like where we were, I don't know if it was me or what. I felt like sometimes, like one time, you couldn't hear the snare on Lars's song on one of the new songs off of the 72 Seasons album. And then there was a couple times where I didn't know if I could hear his double bass. I was really wanting to hear Lars' double bass, and I was like, I wasn't hearing it, and I was like, I don't know if it's the sound guy or is he playing it differently. Who knows? I have no idea. I'll have to check it out later on the tour. Who knows?
Yeah,
because they're old, but Lars still played amazing. Kirk Hammett played amazing. He fucked up in the beginning of Nothing Else Matters. He missed like the harmonic whatever part in the opening, and he actually just laughed and went up to this thing and like apologized. And he's like, "Let's start it over." That was kind of funny, but because that's actually a simple part. That's even a part that I know how to play, and I'm not even really good at a good guitar. Yeah. Like I'm a crappy guitar player. I'm a bass player at heart, not a guitar player. But so then, but his solos were pretty on point. Of course, the highlight for me of both nights, first night they played Orion, which I never thought I would ever hear live from them in my life. Nice. And the second night, Call of Cthulhu on Sunday. Yeah. So they did an instrumental a night, which was fucking awesome. Yeah, dude. It was, I couldn't believe it. And then my personal favorites, Harvester of Sorrow, One, of course, Battery, Sanitarium. That was pretty awesome. And Whiskey in the Jar, they played. That was like, they had like these big, huge beach balls. They had like radioactive, like black and yellow stripes, like looks like a radioactive sign. They dropped like all these beach balls. The first night they dropped them for, I can't remember what the song was that they dropped them for the first night. Was it Seek and Destroy? Maybe, I don't know. But the second night was Whiskey in the Jar. They dropped them again. I saw a kid walking out with one of them, and it was deflated. The kid had to be 5'10", or he wasn't far from my height. He was a big teenage kid, and he was carrying the deflated ball. The thing was bigger than him. It was humongous, and I'm like, holy shit, he got a ball. I was like, I remember pointing as we're walking. He got a ball. I was like, what the ball?
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
But you carry that thing out like that, you deserve it.
Yeah. But it was crazy to see that both nights we were expecting them to go off stage, do the encore thing. They never did an encore. They never went off, the typical go off stage, people chant, should I leave yet? Should I leave yet? I don't know if they're leaving. And it's like we're looking around like assholes, like, should we leave? Should we leave? We should have left. Because they literally they were just like saying thank you and walking all around. Because it was, similar to the Black Album tour like that. Instead of what was that, a freaking hexagon or whatever? Or octagon? Instead of that, it was just a circle. But it still was awesome because they rotated all night long. They were just moving around so you always could see them. But those screens really saved it for everybody. Seeing them from those screens, it was pretty badass.
Yeah. I remember when I saw him during that tour.
I got to plug this thing in. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Wait, what were you saying?
When I saw him during the Black Album tour with the hexagon thing, I had floor seats. I was like 8th row from the stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. I told you what happened with.
Wait, I'm gonna grab the charger. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Well, I guess I'll just talk to all of you for a second. So I'll tell you all the story. So we had this other character. His name was Lips. He's another character that will be becoming a part of.
You hear me, right?
Yep, you're here. You're good.
All right, cool. You hear me, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. So there was a guy, Lips, that
Oh yeah, I remember the pictures you showed me of the dude, but I never knew him.
Yeah, he was there with me, and at the time, was the height of the workout gear. I don't know if anybody is old enough to know that or seen pictures of those. He was
on some gear. Was he on some gear?
Definitely wasn't on gear. But he.
You can't say the word gear without someone saying that.
He had one of those outfits on, and it was all tiger striped. So his entire outfit was tiger striped. So he looked like a big, weird looking tiger. So being in the front, it was folding chairs or some crap in the front. It was like weird. So they folded down. This
is what tour?
The Black Album tour with the hexagon stage where they had the pit.
Oh yeah. With the snake pit. Yeah.
Snake pit. Yeah.
They had one here too. Yeah, snake pit.
I was literally 200 feet from the stage. Like I could see them perfectly. I was right there. So we had to stand on the seats at one point. Everybody was standing on the seats. And
What?
so he shared, and then James Hetfield came over, saw him, and looked at him and started laughing.
No.
Yes.
He would too. James is cool like that, bro. Like all night he was freaking interacting with the crowd so much. It was really cool, man. It was nice to see.
Dude, there was no way anybody with two eyes wasn't going to laugh when they saw him.
Yeah. He laughed.
I don't care who you were. And then I'm going to end with this before we get into our next thing. As that's happening, all of a sudden I turn and I just see, dude, he fell through the seat. The 1 minute he was there, like he was the same height as me, and then I just saw him go,
whoop. It was like he hit the trap door.
It was exactly.
It was like, dude, you know what he was like? You know what you should have called him? Veruca, sweetheart. I'm not a magician. I'm not a magician. Give me time. I want it now. She would, Lips, yo, then you would be like, Lips, you're a bad egg.
Yeah, Lips was a bad egg.
Lips was a bad egg.
All right, so I have been talking last couple times about the rice formula and all that, and about what you should do when you have an injury and all this other stuff. I just need to reiterate something. So that's what I want to do in this week's Get Real.
Get real.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Risky in the gyro.
Give me fuel, give me fire. Do I look like Mike McGuire?
All right. So, again, just to quickly reiterate, in case this is the first time you're listening, I went into a little bit about how it's not recommended you use ice anymore. It's not recommended that you rest it for too long, more than a day or two. And all the good things about letting it get inflamed for a bit and then compressing it and doing all that stuff, which is all still helpful, but the ice is no good. And we went into a little bit about how ice wasn't good. And that would help with, yeah. And that would be, it would be better for you to, for the most part, in most situations, wait a day or two and then start moving it. Don't baby it. And just, keep elevating in it, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think people realize why they're coming into these situations of their joints getting the way they are, or the reasons why they might be pulling muscles or getting these little tiny injuries. I think it's a lot of times they think it's just, oh, I moved the wrong way and it just happened. It's just something that happens. I jumped and landed the wrong way and this thing happened and it hurts really bad. But, it happened because of that thing. But I want to tell you all, and I don't know how else to put it, but most people, especially people that sit a lot for their jobs, or people that are in repetitive jobs where they're moving a very repetitive motion, if you're not doing certain things for your body in your workouts, or you're not working out at all, you got a sitting time bomb somewhere in your body that's going to go off at some point. Okay? There's no doubt in my mind. And when it does, you have a choice to either make it better and not let it happen again, or baby it and get even worse down the line. And what I mean by that is, let me explain it all to you. 9 times out of 10, again, it's never 100%. Nothing's 100% in life except death and taxes. Other than that, nothing's 100%. But 99% of the time, when you just move the wrong way, again, I'm not talking about broken bones and any of that kind of stuff. Just you move the wrong way, or you sleep the wrong way, or you do something the wrong way, and then there's pain somewhere, and that pain radiates, and it hurts, and it sucks, and you really can't move that joint anymore like you did before, or you can't move that muscle like you did before. I'm just kind of putting it all together. You got to keep in mind that this has been happening over time by you not having all the muscles that are supposed to help that joint move. And in most cases, everybody has a part of their body that they're not using. A lot of times it's a gluteal problem. One side or the other, sometimes both, but it could be anywhere where a muscle's not working the way it should at all. So other muscles are trying to do stuff to make up for it. Your literal brain will forget the connection between you and that muscle. And it happens a lot with the glutes. And if your glutes aren't firing, your legs don't move right. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't think
That's
people
very
realize how much your glutes are involved in movement of your lower body. It's not your knees. It's not your ankles. They need to be mobile, like Mobile, Alabama, but they need to be mobile. And but your glutes need to be active. And they need, and then the
so move your ass.
Pretty much. Exactly. But it's not only that.
The right way.
Right, thank you. It's making that work with the other muscles. What good is a good kid if you can't get him to get along with others? He's great when he works by himself, but as soon as I put him in a classroom setting, he bites people. You know, it's not going to work. You got to have that muscle work efficiently. Yeah. You got to have it work efficiently, plus work with all the other muscles it's supposed to work with. Now, I'm going to quickly just say my story so I can give you an example before we end this whole shebang. I, as a trainer, have been working out on and off since I was 13 years old. Okay, I am now 48, very close approaching 49. All right. I've worked out every way. I've done every workout. I've done everything wrong. I've done everything right. I've been ripped. I've been fat. I've been everywhere in between. I've gone heavy. I've gone light. I've done everything, body weight, whatever. But through a lot of those years, I worked through weird little twinges and pains that I've had where I've never quite felt right, especially as I've gotten older. Not so much as I was younger, because you could be stupid when you're young, right? I mean, Tom, you know from experience. You can be stupider at the gym when you're young than when you're old.
Yeah.
So,
because you got beer muscles.
Right. There's something to be said about muscle maturity. There is something to that. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But so but over the last like 5 to 8 years, I'd say I progressively got more little aches and twinges. I've hurt myself doing simple things a couple times, and I finally figured out, look, I need to do some of the stuff. I was stubborn a little bit myself. I'm like, because the things that fix this stuff a lot of times is boring things that don't seem like they would fix it, but they actually fix it. And you have to do them consistently, like brushing your teeth every day for it to stick. That's the only way your body learns. That's why I wish people would take exercise. If they're not doing it to be a power lifter or a bodybuilder or an athlete in a certain sport, I wish people would approach it more like a prescription and actually do it every day. Like they would have to take pills every day, or they would have to do something the doctor said every day, or brush their teeth every day for hygiene and wash themselves and all that. I wish they'd understand that if they did certain things for themselves every day, even if they hate exercise, even if they don't like working out and they're self-proclaimed lazy or whatever, that with minimal stuff, minimal of the right things, you will move better. And I learned that now when I squat and do these things, the best way I could describe it to everyone is I feel equal and even when I'm doing things. And I think
homeostasis.
Pretty much. And that's what your body's trying to achieve to a fault all the time. It's homeostasis. So
that's right.
I am not only a preacher of it, seeing that I give it to my clients and it works, but I can tell you from my own experience, it is amazing. Just the other day, and I'm going to end with this, just the other day, I was benching, I was incline benching, okay? First set I did, I was just warming up with some 30s, and I had done a full warm up, my normal warm up. As I was coming down, I felt a pull from my shoulder, the end of my shoulder, all the way up to my neck, right, like the trap, pretty much.
Oh, yeah. The nerve?
It was the muscle pulling. That's what I felt at the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let's fix that. I did a certain thing with some bands, 8 reps of that. Second set with 40-pound dumbbells, gone. 100% gone for the rest of the workout. So I want to just tell people, I want to express to people, if you're someone who's looking just to feel good, move efficiently, be healthy, maybe go on from there, maybe not. There is a way. There's a way to do it. If you don't like exercise, there's a way to do minimal. If your goal is balance, it takes minimal effort, but it takes consistent effort. And I'm telling you, anybody can do it. Anyone can do it. Do you have any final thoughts, Tom, on that whole spiel? I talked for like 10 minutes straight.
Yeah, I can harken back to my groin injury with my glutes, and I wasn't doing that at all. I wasn't thinking about that at all, and that was a really, really weak spot for me. But just correcting it with what you told me to do was crazy. It was like a light switch just turned off from having that intense groin pain all day, and just it was a miserable existence. Couldn't work, sit around, like it just was aching in my fucking sack.
Yeah,
and
dude.
It's just like that. You were just like, all right, start doing these bridges and the hip thrusts and stuff. And I'm like, I never do hip thrusts. I'm like, I see girls doing it at the gym. Like, I don't need to do that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And it's like, if you neglect it, you're going to get hurt. So.
Right. And I needed something to give you that was quick on the spot, because your sack needed to go into the game that night. So we had to get it back
somewhat,
in the game. Somewhat.
Well, I mean, I just wanted to walk. I just wanted to go walk at the park, and it's like that was a task. Like that would have really sucked. That would have really been miserable. Like it was like bothering me all day long. Yeah. And I was just like, God, I don't want to do shit. I just want to lay down and hope this goes away. And it definitely wouldn't unless I did something about it.
And think about it. What if you would have put ice on it? If you put ice on it, you would have been stopping the natural inflammation of it. As we went over last episode.
Trust me, the last thing I want to do is put ice between my legs. Like that sounds horrible.
And on that note, Tom, give me some final words of wisdom before we leave. I love putting them on the spot.
Watch it go. I say watch it go. And to everybody, get out there and watch it go if you get a chance. The Pantera third home video, you'll never regret it. It's one of the best of all time. And in honor of Diamond Vinny, guys, I'm sorry. I'll catch you guys again. But I'm really upset that I missed the show. But I will see them again. I'm pretty sure Pantera's the reunion tour is going to go on. So
of course it will.
It's been a great week.
If it makes money, it'll go.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. I'm sure Zach Wilde and Charlie Benante are making more money than they made in the last 20 years. So they'll do a headlining tour. So that'll be the shit. So for everybody out there, bro, stay vulgar with a display of power.
See you next week, everybody.
Deuce.